Hello, my wonderful Taurus. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are doing amazing. In today's video, I will be tapping into the energies of your love life. So it's going to be your general love reading for the week here. So pretty much whatever comes out for you guys. Okay. Okay, guys, so the card that we have for you is Share the Love, okay? Well, this card is kind of giving me the energy of someone either reaching out to you or confessing how they really feel about you, okay? And I also feel like there's an energy of wanting to collaborate or work together. Could even be that this is someone that you work with. But what's interesting is I feel like there's some sort of an emotional confession, and in the background you could see a couple. So I feel there's some sort of visions or some sort of an idea that this person has in mind about possibly what you guys could be, or it could also be memories of the past here. Let's clarify. Like someone feels very determined to like open up or confess their feelings to you, even if it's someone who has kept them suppressed for quite some time here. Okay, so we have the Three of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands. Yeah, this person is definitely determined when it comes to connecting with you or pursuing something with you, and they're wanting to work together here. This person could also be aware of something you do for work. They may view you as very hardworking or admire some sort of a skill that you have. But with the Knight of Wands, I see it as it could be a little bit of a fast-moving energy, or you don't expect some sort of a confession from this person, but I do see it as wanting to prove themselves to you or wanting to prove to you that they want to be together or work together. The Three of Pentacles could also just be wanting to come to some sort of a mutual agreement. Okay, so if there's something that you guys are currently not seeing eye to eye on, or something that you guys are, you guys possibly have different opinions on, it could be that they're wanting to speak about that as well. So I'm going to start off by seeing how you're being viewed this week. Okay, so we have the Lovers in reverse. Okay, so some of you could be dealing with the Gemini. What I see here is this is someone who is viewing you in almost like a soulmate energy, or someone that feels like you are someone they connect with on a very deep level. Okay, but with the Lovers in reverse, there's also some sort of doubt or something that this person is questioning about you or the situation this week, right? So it could be the strength of this connection, or kind of looking at what you guys currently have and wondering if it could be something more. The Lovers in reverse could be a very like indecisive energy, or there's some sort of a very important decision that is being avoided, where this person could be in denial, or they feel like they're connecting with you, but there's like an elephant in the room, or a big decision that they have to make, but they're kind of pushing that aside or suppressing that. Okay, so we have the Three of Cups in reverse and the Six of Cups. Emotionally detaching from something that doesn't serve them, or choosing to isolate themselves from a situation has caused them to really like miss you, or view or be reminded of the past when it comes to this connection with you. Because with the Three of Cups and the Six of Cups, it's like there may have been some sort of neglect here in the past, okay? Or this person is feeling challenged because they know that they weren't able to invest in a situation with you, but it's like detaching from another situation, or maybe even detaching from some sort of frustration or anger, has caused them to, or it has resulted in them looking at the connection with you as home, or something that brings them a lot of security and something that makes them very happy. And I feel like this is a week where this person is missing you quite a bit with that Six of Cups energy. And even though they're, viewing you as someone that they have history with, or viewing the connection as, there's a lot of history here, or there's a lot that went on in the past. They're really, craving your presence, or they're really wanting to connect with you again. It's like they're acknowledging what the situation is, but they are still wanting something more. They are still missing what the both of you used to have. It's a very nostalgic energy almost that's coming through here in the challenge position. This could also be someone who has put an end to, a toxic habit, or some sort of overindulging that they were, taking part in. For others of you with the Three of Cups in reverse, it could just be someone who has put an end to another connection or something else that was emotionally draining for them. So if it's not, a romantic partnership, it could be a friendship. It could be something to do with, family here. So you're viewing this person in the Magician energy. You do feel like this is someone who's very powerful, but there could even be an energy of you feeling something this person has done or said in the past was very manipulative, right? Specifically emotionally. So you could feel like you were kind of told something, or you were, kind of taught to believe something, but you feel like it wasn't the truth. It's almost like you feel blindsided in a way, or you're questioning this person's character. And it's interesting because initially what I was getting is you do view this person as someone who is powerful, or someone who even has the power to change the current circumstances between the both of you. But you also feel like there's a part of you that does not believe them, or there's a little bit of doubt here. Okay. So we have the Hierophant in reverse in your feelings, okay, and the Ten of Cups in reverse. So you are definitely going through it emotionally this week, because with the Hierophant in reverse and the Ten of Cups in reverse, that could be, a higher level of commitment coming to an end, or maybe just a situation coming to an end, but you feeling like you have done something that was kind of out of your character, or something that you don't agree with. Whether it be, how did I get tied up in this situation? This is not like me. Or whether it's some sort of dishonesty that you feel like you should have not fell for in the past, right? There's something here where you're like, that's not me. Could even be for many of you that you feel like you have in one way or another lost yourself in the duration of this connection here, where it's like you're trying to regroup, or find yourself again, or you're wanting to feel like yourself again, because there could have been something that was very draining about this connection here. Because with the Ten of Cups in reverse, you feel like there's a lot that went wrong, or there's a lot of, there's an energy of feeling broken, right? So some of you could be, feeling very heartbroken about the current circumstances, but there's still some sort of a love that you have for this person, or there's still an energy of you feeling like, okay, well, I'm still giving my energy to this person, or I'm still thinking about this person here. But you feel like something with this connection, or something this person has communicated to you, goes against what you believe in, or it goes against maybe something that is like a deal breaker for you. It's like, I don't agree with that, but I wish it didn't have to happen this way, or occur this way. We have the Six of Wands in your feelings, okay, and we have the Two of Swords in reverse. Definitely receiving some sort of clarity about this person or connection this week. I feel like there's some sort of a blindfold that is being, ripped off here almost, right? It could even be an energy of healing with the Six of Wands and the Two of Swords in reverse. Like, I am accepting things for what they are, or I'm no longer choosing to, whether it's A, be in denial, or B, it could be that you feel like you have been having a different vision of this connection in your mind, and maybe avoiding things that are hard to think about, or emotions that are hard to feel. But I feel that you are accepting what is, and there's a very freeing energy that is coming along with that with the Six of Wands. I also feel here with the Two of Swords, there's definitely something that you were confused about in terms of, this person's communication that is going to be cleared up. So whether it's this person possibly, explained something to you, or said something to you, but you feel like they weren't very thorough, or you still had more questions after their, explanation here, you're definitely receiving the clarity. It's like seeing the light, but it's a bit of a bittersweet feeling, because there's a part of you that still feels very defeated, or there's something here that you just don't agree with when it comes to this connection. The Hierophant, as well as the Ten of Cups in reverse in your feelings, could also be, an energy of you feeling a very deep connection with someone, but feeling like there's something that doesn't align in the reality of it. Or there's something that you just don't agree with, or something that's just not going to work out in the real world. Whether it be, cultural factors, religious factors, maybe your mindset is very different, maybe what you want in life, or your goals in terms of relationships are different, or that sort of thing. But there's definitely something you don't agree with. Queen of Cups, clarifying the Three of Cups, and the Six of Pentacles, clarifying the Six of Cups. But we have the Six of Pentacles in reverse. It's interesting because this person is acknowledging how deeply they feel towards you, but I think the fact that they neglected a situation with you hurts them just as much. Or they feel like, yes, my emotions, or I am acknowledging my emotions, but I also feel like I was really neglecting this situation. Or this is someone who could feel like their energy was being pulled in different directions with that Six of Pentacles and Three of Cups. With the Queen of Cups, I do feel like it's someone who has a lot of love for you. It could even be that they're kind of like using their intuition to guide them through this situation. But because those two cards are coming up in the challenge position, as much as they're acknowledging how they feel, they also feel, or something that's challenging them or bothering them is the neglect in the past. Six of Pentacles in reverse, could just be a lack of reciprocity. It could also be an energy of feeling like they weren't invested in this situation as much as they wanted to be. But I feel like this person is definitely feeling nostalgic with the Queen of Cups and the Six of Cups, thinking about the past with you, thinking about how things would have turned out, or how, or maybe wishing for things to be different. But it's almost like they're focusing on their emotions, but it's causing them to revisit the past, or maybe even kind of live in the past this week. Okay, so we have the Page of Wands followed by the King of Swords in reverse in their feelings. Seems to me that someone is questioning if a decision that they made was right. With the Page of Wands and the King of Swords in reverse, it's almost like, do I know the truth? Or is what I think the reality of the situation actually the reality of the situation, or is there something that I'm missing? So it's not to say that there was dishonesty here, but this person could also just be doubting what they're thinking and what they're feeling, kind of like, is it all in my mind? There's something here that seemed very right or clear to them in the past, and it doesn't feel that way anymore. It's something that they're genuinely picking apart or questioning. Like, am I actually right about this? Or, if I felt like this was the right thing in the past, why am I revisiting it now? Why do I feel like it was, I'm kind of on the fence about it now? Why is there so much uncertainty now? Four of Swords and the Two of Wands. Four of Swords in reverse. So this is a connection that this person feels like is very difficult for them to detach from. With the Two of Wands, there's also an energy of wondering what the future holds, wondering if you guys are going to be able to figure something out, even if it's not in the now. The other thing I see here with the Four of Swords and the Two of Wands is like, they're struggling to heal from what has occurred, but it also seems to me that this person is waiting for some sort of a sign from you. The Two of Wands could be like waiting for your ships to come in, or feeling like you've done your part. So this person may feel like the ball is in your court. Or it could just be an energy of like a waiting game here, right? Where they're feeling defeated, they're feeling like they cannot heal. There's something that feels very uncertain to them, but they feel like they're still waiting for something to happen, even though the current dynamic, they're feeling very confused, or there's a stagnant energy. So we have the Ten of Wands followed by the World card and the potential outcome. So a cycle coming to an end, a chapter that is coming to an end here, because it is too burdensome or too exhausting or too heavy to carry around, or to, it could even be like an energy of releasing, frustration and anger, so that one could rise above, or move forward, or see some sort of progress. The Ten of Wands, and we have the Seven of Pentacles clarifying the Ten of Wands in reverse. And we have the Page of Swords clarifying the World card. You have someone who's very curious about you since a change in this dynamic. They're accepting, or trying their best to accept, an ending. With the Four of Swords and their feelings, it's very difficult for them. But with the Seven of Pentacles in reverse and the Page of Swords, there are so many questions that this person has. Even though it seems to me that they're trying to accept an ending, they still feel like there's something that's unfinished here. or they feel like they're going to be confused, or they're going to have to live with these questions that they have. Because the Page of Swords is curiosity. Seven of Pentacles in reverse is almost an energy of them feeling they did not evaluate something correctly, A, or B, it could be an energy of this person not seeing something that is in front of them. So even if you feel you've made something clear to this person, or even if you feel like there's some sort of clarity that is in the front of both of you, this person's struggling to see that. The seven of Pentacles upright is like a very analytical energy. So in reverse, it could be that there's something this person's not seeing. It could even be that this person feels like they are thinking about the situation but unable to come to some sort of a conclusion. But I do see them, remaining very curious or having questions, but something about the situation feels very overwhelming, where even if it's particularly this week, they feel like they are, going to have to keep their questions to themselves, or there's something here where it's like, well, this is over, but I guess the questions that I have, or what I'm thinking, I just have to keep wondering about. So it doesn't mean that they're, they feel like they can't come and communicate it to you, but this week they're really struggling to do that. Okay. So that is what I'm getting for you guys this week. I really do hope you were able to find a message to resonate with you here today, and thank you so much for your time.